Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, everybody. The day we all baseball fans have been waiting for. Happy opening day. Let's go. I'm very happy to bring you my 2023 MLB season predictions. We're going to go over who wins each division, who wins the major awards, and my prediction for the World Series champions. Let's get started. With the AL East, of course, my team, the New York Yankees. And no, I'm not being biased. All right. The only competition that we have is the Blue Jays. Um, Last year, I didn't think there were any competition for us. This year, definitely a different story. They got better all around lineup. They added Chris Bassett to that rotation, so definitely they're a little bit of competition, but I'm still going with the Yankees. AL Central, I'm going with the White Sox. Yes, we know Guardians probably the favorites, but I think the White Sox have better players. I'm hoping they can stay healthy this year. We also got the Twins in there. I just don't trust in Correa and Buxton staying healthy for this year. They usually never do, so I'm not going to, put my eggs in that basket. AO West, of course, Houston Astros, our nemesis. Our nemesis. Can the Angels stay healthy though and make a push, especially with Verlander gone from the Astros? And I just don't think the Mariners have enough in their lineup to compete with those two teams if the Angels can stay healthy. And the least, I think this may be the toughest division. Three teams, but with Harper and Hoskins not healthy, I think it comes down to two teams, Mets and Braves. I am going to go with the Mets, and the reason for me to choosing that is because of Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer. I don't think the Braves can compete with that top of the rotation. Mets lineup is pretty solid up and down. I think CPOTY Senga is going to be good for them. So I'm picking the Mets over the Braves and the Phillies. But if the Phillies were healthy, I probably would have taken the Phillies here. Now, NL Central, Cardinals. Cardinals lineup is top 10 in my opinion. Brewers can't compete with that lineup. Yeah, they have a good starting rotation. Bullpen's pretty decent, but I don't think the Brewers can quite compete with the Cardinals lineup. NL West, the year that the Dodgers are finally dethroned. I'm going with the Padres. Dodgers are just not the same team as the past couple of years. Lineup is worse, rotation is worse. With Walker Buehler injured, I just don't trust that team to win the whole division. Obviously, if the Padres can stay healthy. Now let's move on to our awards. AL Cy Young, Garrett Cole. Finally, his year. Finally, Garrett Cole. I'm predicting Garrett Cole to win the AL Cy Young this year. NL Cy Young, I'm going with Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns, he had a little, tough time with his team in arbitration. Um, he was a little pissed off in spring training when the arbitration process um, was going on. I think he's going to come out this year, try to prove that he's worth whatever he was asking for. So I'm going with Corbin Burns as the NL Cy Young. AL MVP. I mean, I think we all know who probably is the winner. I'm going with Otani. Unless Trout or Judge or somebody hit 60 plus home run, breaks the home run record again. Also, I mean, you can't just hit 250 and 60 home runs and win the MVP. But if you hit 60 plus home runs and you hit 300 like Judge did last year, you may be able to beat Otani out for the MVP. But I'm going with Otani for the MVP for the American League. NL MVP, El Abusador, Ronald Acuna, fully healthy after his ACL injury in 2021. I think this is the year he finally bounces back from that injury, especially with the new bases. I think he may get to 40 bases. Maybe he gets 40 home runs, and he goes for the 40-40 like Ricky Henderson. Guess we'll have to wait and see for that. But I'm going Ronald Acuna for the NL MVP. AL Rookie of the Year. This is a tough one. Yankee fan, you got Volpe, made the opening day roster, but I'm going with Gunnar Henderson. And the sole reason is because I trust Gunnar Henderson's bat a little more than Volpe, especially because Henderson got a little bit of taste of the big leagues last year. So I'm going to go with Gunnar Henderson on this one. NL Rookie of the Year. This one's a little tough because you got Walker, you got Carroll, couple more guys, but I think I'm going to go with Kodai Senga. He looked good in spring training. Um, Pretty much a veteran. He's an older rookie, came from Japan. And I think he'll do really good in that Mets rotation, especially learning from Verlander, Scherzer, and all those guys there. Now, my AL Comeback Player of the Year, Anthony Rendon. Please, for the love of God, please try to stay healthy. Help the Angels make the playoffs. Help Trout. Help Otani. I believe in you. Come on, let's go. Anthony Rendon, AL Comeback Player of the Year. Now, for the NL Comeback Player of the Year, if he's not the favorite, I don't know what we're doing here, but I got Fernando Tatis Jr. I'm guessing he qualifies for this award since he didn't play much last year because of his suspension and injury he had. So I'm going to go with Tatis for the NL Comeback Player of the Year. Lastly, who's winning the World Series? I'm going with the Padres. I think they got the best 1 through 4 punch in the league. You got Tatis, Soto, Machado, Bogarts. Who matches that? To be honest, maybe the Astros, but I still take those 4 guys over the Astros' top 4 hitters. I don't think Jeremy Pena compares to any of those 4 guys from the Padres. So I'll take the Padres on that. I think they have a top 3 lineup. They have a top 10 rotation. They have a good bullpen with Hader as the closer. So I'm choosing the Padres to win the 2023 MLB World Series. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Who do you think is going to win the World Series? Who do you think is going to be MVP? Let us know. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in.